that all the interesting topics.
Yeah, all the interesting topics. So how about that?
So,
Hold on.
I feel like the morning. Oh yeah, well, the morning is almost gone. It's an hour.
Yeah, that's better. A little bit of me, a little bit of you.
It's like
See
we
the
need to-
fantatula.
We need. Well, you're more like the military. You do more before 9 a.m. than
Yeah,
what
yeah. No,
most people do
look,
all day. Because you're already up.
we
The
have
dogs. You're already taking the garbage out. Doing cutting the grass. Bada bing, bada bang, as Seinfeld would say.
the thing is this: military life teaches you how to have everything prepared, right? Or
How to take the day.
how to maximize your responsibility, right? So when you said that it's I'm having almost everything done already, it's mainly because daylight. So trying to get everything already taken care of, the earlier you can start, the better it is.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what's so
Because
funny?
this way you don't have to rush everything else that you got to do.
And the funny thing is, I think the struggle with me has been that that's how I used to be, but I'm just like tired. Like it's just like I'm at that point where like, can I get a moment? Can I, for me?
Well,
And then, of course, the days don't slow down just so you can have some time for yourself.
and
So it's like it's just really about balancing it and not burning out.
but now when you I think here's something weird. When we talk about burning daylight, this is what gets funny.
Yeah, when they say burning daylight, it's like you're wasting the day.
Yeah,
like
you're wasting
I
the
get
day.
that.
You're wasting day. You're wasting minutes of the day of being productive.
Mm-hmm.
So with how we live, and
But
this is
then
where
what's productive? It's just like the word success. That's depends on the person. Like beauty, the eye of the beholder.
I have to be holding. Well,
Like some people think
yeah,
success is just money. Some people say success is peace, having peace of mind.
hmm
You know,
I'll go with peace. Peace of mind is very successful. I mean, you've seen how I was going. So
because you can have money or be rich or whatever you want to call it. Because there's a difference between being rich and being wealthy.
hmm
So you can have those things, but then if you constantly are got your head on a swivel and your adrenaline is going, you want some coffee, little girl? Yeah, her tail. Then that could be stressful in
hmm
itself.
Well, this is true. Now, I want to piggyback off what you said as far as productive. What is considered productive?
Mm-hmm.
Productive in a person's life. We first got to see how, like you said, it's all about the eye of the beholder, how they see it. So productivity is actually getting out of the bed because when you staying in the bed, you feel less productive.
Yeah, you get like what's the word? Lethargic.
Lethargic,
Yeah, yeah.
where you don't really want to do anything. You feel that the bed is more comfier. You'll get to it when you get to it, and I call that the not making snowball effect because you make a snowball because you want to make the snowball larger than what it is.
But what's also important is to get at least to allow your body to get that rest before you get out of the bed. Not saying stay in the bed. I'm saying while you're in that time frame that you should have been sleeping, to hopefully your body is rested because those are the moments or the hours that your organs need to reset. And that's why a lot of people have sickness.
Now, what about a person like myself that I only want to sleep, that I feel comfortable sleeping? Well, not anymore. Let me rephrase that. Before my situation, I was able to sleep 4 or 5 hours, and I feel like I slept 8, 9 hours. Now I'm not getting 4 or 5 hours because I'm constantly getting up in the night. But even with that being said, when I do get up, Kate Judah says hello. Good morning, Kate Judah. Always a pleasure, brother. I see you from afar.
Hey, K Judah. We
Always
just
blessings, blessings. Shalom, shalom to you.
we just chatting over some coffee.
And
You can come on in. Let us know what you think productivity is, because since that seems to be
productivity, the start of the
the
morning, burning daylight. What is considered? What one considers productivity? Getting out of bed is productivity. I used to be able to sleep 4 or 5 hours, and I feel great. Blessings to you as well, brother.
blessings, K Judah.
4 or 5 hours I used to sleep, and I was all right. I can function the whole day without a problem. Now I barely get 4 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm tired during the day, taking a nap during the day, or taking a nap in the evening. Yet as long as I have something to constantly do,
Mm-hmm.
I'm golden.
You're having
Good
something to
morning,
do is
blessings,
good.
blessings, brother Ron, blessings, 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 brother Ron. I know you're in the background because I can hear you on another side.
Yeah, I'm watching you over there too.
So we know you're busy as well, brother Ron. Thank you for joining us and listening. And for me, as long as I'm busy, my body will not try to. Okay,
Oh, he
all right,
did. What
okay,
he
cool,
did?
cool. I
Oh,
didn't even hear you. I didn't
I
hear
didn't hear him
the
say.
peace.
Yeah, I didn't hear the.
That's interesting.
Well, we know Ron is stay on the move from early in the morning.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, we saw that early morning video of Ron. I think it was maybe about 4, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning because it was still dark.
And I know K Judah is super disciplined with his structure. And I remember Oracle was talking about that a lot.
Well, it's a structure in one's way of starting the day is very, very necessary. It's very, very necessary.
It is. It is.
Because when you have a task to do, and this is where for me it drives me at the wall. You have a task to do, and you keep saying, "Oh, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it." By the time it comes to you actually physically getting to it, it's now actually a snowball because it's much larger than what it was. So it's like a snowball dropping down the side of a mountain.
Sometimes you just got to do it because it's like you talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, and that's what becomes a problem because now you keep pushing to the side. Now it becomes hips. It becomes a hip waist. Okay, so now oh, I can take it. I get to it. I get to it.
I used to say hip side.
Yeah, it's hip side. The hip side is not good.
Falls hip side.
Hip side is not good. Anything you have to do, you might as well just jump on it.
It's kind of like exercise. You don't want to do it. Like if you wait to want to do it, you'll never do it. So just get up there and do it.
Well, exercise is a whole big difference.
I'm just saying some things are uncomfortable, but in order to get the results that you want, whether it's in life or something, optimal health, there's the uncomfortability that you got to go through to get through it. That's real. That's a real nice shirt.
Ron's pain don't matter.
The one thing I really appreciate about life and time is that I spend a lot of time with my wife and kids. I can never get my time back. Time is valuable. That's right, K. Judah.
Yes, time is very valuable. Down.
Layla trying to get some coffee. I think she's getting a caffeine addiction.
And
she got the shakes.
I like the way he said that. I really like the way he said that.
You can't get that time back.
And that's what a lot of people tend to abuse, which comes back to why, again, burning daylight is such a military lifestyle. You cannot burn daylight because every second of the day counts to having something done in your life and or to make things easier in your tasks. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So the military, anybody that's grew up in the military or was part of the military understands it, and you're not able to see them stop because they're constantly going, constantly going, constantly going. A lot of people say, oh, it's not a right way to be. Yet that type of person is constantly getting all the tasks done because when the time comes for that person to relax, they don't want. Well, let me rephrase that. I would not want that when it's time for me to relax. I don't want to be thinking about something else that has to be done.
Like what was the statement that Dave Ramsey used to say? Do what you don't want to do now, so you can live how you want to live later, or something like that. Like you do the things that you need to do, like you say, and then when you get to that rest, everything is done. So all you got to do is just chillax.
Yeah, just chillax, because you don't. So like, let's take our land. I'm constantly cutting the grass because when the day comes for us to sit out there, I don't want to sit out there and be looking at the grass and it's uneven.
Well, we know
we have certain things.
Because your anal retentive focus.
I cannot have a
it's gonna be looking at them tears coming up.
I can't have the grass leaning one way. No, it's got to be all cut. And if it ain't cut, we got a problem. I can't sit there and enjoy it because my mind is going, okay, I got to fix this. I got to get that. How long is it going to take me to do that? How long? Then I got to check the weather. Then I got to see exactly.
And that's exactly what you be doing with your brain right there. You be doing it.
And that's where the relaxation.
And I see it. And I said, it's over for us right now. We about to this.
And that's where the relaxation is gone.
That's why I stay out of your way in the morning. Because I know as long as you do everything you need to do, then it benefits me later. Because then I don't have to see you doing this. And then we can have our time.
Yeah. That's the reason why I make sure the dogs are fed, the dogs are walked, the trash is out, the house is still in one piece. There's nobody in the yard. There's no other things in the yard. No other animals. I want to make sure that and the other thing is that when you get up, I want to make sure that you get up and you have a peaceful awakening. I think that's the right way to say it.
Yeah.
Because even as my mind is
I have
going,
to have a peaceful start because my whole day goes, I think especially with the struggles that I'm going through with the ups and downs of dealing with perimenopause and the hormone of this new stage that I'm entering into, you find out something else that is malfunctioning, and sometimes it gets to you mentally.
He's got a comment there.
Okay, Judah, it says, when I'm putting things together or for my business, I never say I have tomorrow to get it done. I do everything right then and there.
That's right.
And then Nightbot says, we handcraft skincare, hair care, 100% soy, wax candles, no toxic chemicals, formulations, not recipes. Nightbot got to put the plug in. Thank you, Nightbot. Kate Judith says, I'm on a strict schedule. People think I don't sleep. I remember Oracle said she really, really respects your discipline and how you are when you just be doing your thing.
Well, I understand his point.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to agree with him 100% because I was like that one time.
Yeah.
And people see me, people used to look around, let me rephrase that. People used to look at me and be like, damn, you just don't stop. And I say, why stop? There's so many things that have to be done.
Mm-hmm.
If there are so many things to get done, they're like, well, why don't you get some help?
As long as you have breath to do it, right?
I said, what do you need help? People are not going to do what I need to get done. They won't know how to do it because they don't understand what I need. So how are they going to get it done?
Yeah, it only helps if you have like a support around you that may be doing things the way you need them to do so it can function properly. Because if they're going to be ass backwards about it, it's just going to make the work even harder.
It's a waste of time. It's totally a waste of time. It's like I never forget the time a guy looked. Matter of fact, I was in New York. I had dropped you off from work. I dropped you off at work one day, and I got a flat tire on the truck. And the guy looked at me. He says, "Why are you changing the flat tire?" I looked at him. I said,
"And why not?"
I said, "Who's supposed to change the flat tire? It's my truck,
right?"
I got a flat tire. He goes, "Well, there's people that do that." I said, "Why do I need to pay somebody to do what I can do?" And 9 out of 10, I'm gonna do it faster because by the time I wait for them to show up, that's gonna be a loss of time. On top of that, then I have to wait till they fix it, which is a loss of time. Then I have to wait till they finish and wrapping up, which is a loss of time. Then of course get all the paperwork and all the signing and all the verifying. That's a waste of time. By all that time is done, I already
get out of the way.
I'm already have my tires done. I'm on the highway. I'm probably like 5 minutes away from home. No, I'm not doing all that. That's ridiculous. No, I'll do it myself. Get it out the way. Put a bing, bada bang, and it's over. You know, real
Bada
simple.
bing, bada bang.
And
the New York just came out of you.
It's a shame on how, even with me doing it like that.
Oh, what we here?
My stepdad. Something about stepdad. Yeah, I'm squinting. I don't have
my
my glasses
stepdad
on.
showed me how to work on my own car. I think it's this little heart thing is blocking the wording, but I think it says my stepdad showed me how to work on my own car.
Yeah, my own car. You know, and
yeah, you should. Like, even when I used to say, like, if I'm gonna have a vehicle, I should be able to do those minor things. Like, shouldn't be, you get stuck on the road or something, you get a flat or something, you should be able to not depend on somebody, because sometimes what happens is you end up with some weirdo,
right.
thinking that you're a damsel in distress, and then get taken advantage of.
And then something else happens, and then it becomes a whole different ballgame. Then
they be like, "Yeah, I got it."
Then I gotta call the goons, and then we go end up having our own little goon squad hunt, and the next thing you know, somebody's hanging from the street light.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Layla, you gonna pull the plug out?
It just tends to happen that way.
Move your paws.
Tie it. Tie it where? Tie it to the leg.
Right here, like this?
Yeah, but you got to unplug it and then tie it.
Oh.
Unplug it, then tie it to the leg, and then plug it back in.
Like this?
Yep. Just like that.
Ron is saying something.
Yeah, he is. I say
I'm trying to plug this in, though.
Extremely disciplined. That's all I got from him. And
Ron says, yeah, I'm extremely disciplined. It makes me more productive. When you get in the groove of doing something, it becomes easier. Faster and more efficient. Just my opinion. Ron, your opinion matters.
Yep. In this family,
the heart blocked out.
Ron's opinion does matter. Almost 90% of the things Ron says, in my world, I agree with it. It's the 10% that I don't agree with.
And Nightbot is giving some suggestions.
Okay. Well, our life.
It's okay.
Our life has become so different from where it was before. We're talking about going from 100 miles an hour down to 50 miles an hour, both figuratively and theoretically.
I didn't realize how bad the city, is it the trauma from the city? Is it trauma or is it paranoia? I think it was trauma this time, because when we went into the city, and it was a long time since we've been in, traveling, because I wasn't working in New York anymore. And then when we drove into the city, into New York, and I was getting the shakes, the heart palpitations.
That's paranoia. That's not trauma. That's paranoia.
Paranoid from what?
You were paranoid that we were going to go into the city.
No, I was in the city. As soon as we got in the city, the smells got to me, the noise, the arguing, the screaming, the honking, and it was like this. I think that's a little trauma. I think that's because I experienced it and I didn't realize how bad
you're right. Yes, you're right.
It was affecting me.
Right.
Because you be in that fast life, you don't realize the damage that is.
That is trauma.
Even the smells, it was like everything was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's trauma. That's trauma because you already experienced it. Yes, correct. So that is trauma. Yes. So you were traumatized that we went back into the city again to deal with the buffoonery. Now imagine.
And I didn't expect it. I didn't expect my body to respond that way.
And that is, and unfortunately, that's a situation where many people won't understand that. Mm-hmm. They think it's something totally opposite, or they'll try to write it off or say that it's due to something silly. Mm-hmm. Yet it's an actual thing because you don't want to deal with that type of lifestyle. And when people have that kind of trauma, especially to the city life, it's time to get out.
Ron said she was like, "Get me out of here." Hell yeah. That's exactly what was happening. And as much as I really enjoyed my career, it was just time. It was just
You know,
time to
and that's the thing a lot of people don't understand, that there comes a time in your life that you need to remove yourself from where you are in
Mhm.
order to become better at what you do. And I say that from my own experience, because we know that when we was up north, I was always on 100.
Oh my gosh.
Always on
And it was
100.
stressing me out.
Okay, always on 100, from people doing stupid stuff, people getting on my nerves, people driving stupidly, people talking stupidly. It was just
It was like the instant anger. Everybody was always on
everybody's
edge.
on edge. Everybody's about themselves. Nobody cares about nobody. And all of a sudden, I come down here, and the first thing people told me is, you living down here. It's the same thing like you left. I said, oh hell no, it ain't. They said, why you say that? I said, because people down here respect your privacy, and people respect your distance, and people down here not trying to rush to anything so far. Not like up north. Up north, people are always rushing to get absolutely nowhere, because at the end of the day, they're not really getting anywhere. All they're doing is getting to a traffic light faster. That's it, right? People who are always angry. You're always angry because you don't want to get yourself out of the element that you're in. And me personally, remember how I said to you that being up north was creating a hostile environment for me.
Yeah, and your blood pressure was always at its highest.
Blood pressure was
Your
the
the
highest. I was
speed.
always
I used to
angry,
I used to feel you felt like your chest was your heart was coming out of your chest.
and that's not a good
And I used to
feeling.
check you at night. I'd be like,
You were putting a mirror under my nose.
listen. I was doing like my like I used to do my great great grandma Sally. I'd be like, is she still
Yeah,
put the mirror under the nose and wait for?
wait for the little mist to come on there.
I
I
said, if
mean,
he go on me, I'm gonna whoop him, bring him back, and whoop him again.
and it was, oh, gosh,
It was
I
crazy.
wouldn't want to go back there.
No.
And even visiting. Here's the funny thing: even visiting,
Hmm.
because when we went up that one time we, I don't remember, it was maybe the one time that we'll go get you. Matter of fact, we had
The
other
last
stuff.
time to get me.
The last time I went up to go get you, it was daunting because it was amazing. Because I said it. I said, I watch as soon as I come out of North Carolina, I know people are gonna be driving like they ain't got no damn sense. And as soon as I got out of North Carolina,
It starts. It really
cars are
gets
just
bad at
zipping and
Maryland.
zipping and zipping.
Maryland. That's another spirit. That's
Well, this is why this is why I said I knew that
a lot of
I had
areas
to
be
get out
having
of
certain
I had to get
spirits,
out of up north. I had to
certain
get out of it. It
vibrations.
wasn't right for me. And when people tend to realize that where you live at is not a comfortable place, you really do need to remove yourself from that
You
area,
do.
because your health is much more important than what other people. Because and this is something I try to explain to a whole lot of people, and a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand it, and some people do understand it.
Hmm.
If you're having a job,
Hmm.
right, and you calling it a career, that's
Hmm.
fine. It's a stepping stone for you or the person. And a lot of times they don't understand that concept, because I tell them, I said, at the end of the day, you're working to make someone else
Yeah.
rich and able to sit back, put their feet up, and relax.
And that's what people don't realize, that when they say, "Oh, I got a job," because they're getting a certain salary, they don't realize you're still an indentured servant. You're still an indentured servant. You may not be a so-called slave because you're getting a paycheck, but you're still a servant, because the benefit is going to be the company. They're the ones that's benefiting from it. You're helping their company to grow,
Yeah,
their business to grow,
yeah,
and they're paying you for your service.
yeah.
And then some people come in and just act like they're supposed to just get paid just to exist,
You
and they get
know,
mad when you ask them to work, and then
I
and then the good workers get dumped on.
yeah, I tend to change that word up. I don't like you get paid for it. You're being compensated.
Compensated, yeah.
Because in actuality, are you getting paid your worth?
Well, you're not
No.
getting paid your work, you're just getting paid.